Hey subbies, we're going to be doing part 8 to my 370 questions tag. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on any of the awesome upcoming videos that I have shared with each and every one of you sensational subbies. Check out in the description box below my bonfire link. I have some adorable merch. Some mugs, t-shirts, tank tops. They are all amazingly adorable and they can all be found right on the link in my description box, so be sure to check them out. Let's continue this amazing tag. What is the last book that you read? The last book that I read was Bird Box by Josh Malerman. What book are you reading at the moment? I See Life Through Rosé-Colored Glasses by Lisa Scottoline and her daughter Francesca. What books are on your shelf that are begging to be read? Someone Like You, Brian's Winter by Gary Paulson, and The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. What book do you remember as being important to you? The book Hatchet I remember being very important to me because it teaches you that you can't always rely on other people, that you have to be able to rely on yourself and be independent. What is the last film that you saw? The Boy. I saw that in theaters and I really enjoyed it, and I'm really happy that the sequel is out now in theaters that I can't wait to go and see as well. What is the last movie that you saw at the movie theater? The Boy. What is the last thing you downloaded onto your computer? OBS Studio, so I can do streaming of the sensational game The Sims 4 and all the amazing expansion packs that it comes with. What is the last thing you watched on TV? Obsessed. Because I love all the amazing shows that you can easily binge watch on Hulu. It is amazing. What is the strangest thing you believed as a child? That if you didn't turn off the light in the car, that it would be seen as illegal. What is the thing you changed the TV channel with? Remote. What kind of car do you drive? I don't drive, but if I did, I would definitely enjoy driving a convertible. What language besides your native tongue would you like to be fluent in? I'd really like to be fluent in Greek because I am half Greek, and I figured what better reason than to learn another language than to be able to be more familiar with your background. What male celebrity do you wish was your brother? Jason Dolly. What medical conditions do you have? I had hydrocephalus when I was born because I was born premature. That means that I have to have a tube that goes from my head down to my stomach to drain the fluid from my brain. What piece of technology can you not live without? An e-reader, because I really enjoy being able to read books on the go and not have to lug around a physical book where you can carry thousands of e-books and not even break a sweat. What position do you sleep in? I sleep on my right side. What religion will you raise your children to practice? I'll let them decide what religion they want to pursue because everyone's entitled to believing what they feel is right. What was the best news you have ever received? That I had gotten tickets to a Jonas Brothers concert. What was the first tattoo that you got? I don't have any tattoos because I can't decide on a design that would be meaningful enough to me to have it on my body for my entire life. What's the last thing you bought? iPhone cases. What's the most recent compliment you've ever received and savored? That I'm very helpful and I'm very kind and attentive to people who are wanting advice or needing someone to vent to. What was the name of your first pet? Bubbles. What was your first cooking experience? Making mac and cheese. What was your first ever cell phone? It's a Samsung Blast. It was a slider phone, but for texting it had 2 letters per key, so it made texting a very interesting experience. What word do you use to address a group of people? Guys, folks, or any other word? I use y'all. What would you name your daughter if you had one? Brandy, because it makes me think of the song Brandy, You're a Fine Girl that was in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and it also was Joe Dirt's girlfriend in the movie Joe Dirt. What would you name your son if you had one? If I had a son, I would love to name him Andrew. What is your strongest sense? My strongest sense is my sense of taste. If you had to give up one of your senses, which would it be? My sense of taste, because I couldn't live without my sense of hearing, or my sight, because I enjoy reading way too much to give those up. What do you dislike about living in your neighborhood? That it can be excessively noisy at times. What drains your energy? When you give people advice and they're argumentative about it and they're not willing to accept the advice because it's not what they wanted to hear. What is the best part of your job? That I get to create amazing YouTube videos and share my advice and thoughts, especially when it comes to books, with each and every one of you sensational subbies. What are some of the different jobs that you've had in your life? Working in a retail store. Do you love your job? I really do, and if you love your job, you never have to work a day in your life, and that is the best advice that I've ever heard when it comes to working. What is the hardest part of your job? Being able to take advantage of natural lighting so you don't miss out on some amazing filming opportunities, and then you don't have to invest in a lighting setup. What was your first job? Working in a retail store. If you could have any job, what would you want to do or be? I'd want to be a writer because I've always enjoyed writing. It was my favorite subject when I was in school. I was definitely always interested when it came to English and having to write essays. I could have my essays written within the entire time of the English class, so all I had to do when I get home was to type it. Best classes ever. Thank you so much for watching this segment of this tag video. Can't wait to share many more amazing videos with you, as well as the continuation of this tag. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on any awesome upcoming videos that I have to share with you. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And check out in the description box below my bonfire link for all of my adorable merch that I'm selling. I have some mugs, some shirts, some tank tops. They are all amazingly adorable. Check them out. They'll be in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching my video. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Until then, subbies, sensational smiles go for miles. Be sure to subscribe and stay a while. See you in my next video. Bye, subbies.